We can do this! We did it!
I was watching it and stuff, but
come on! Here goes! We did it! Come on! We won!
and we're about to die.
Here we are, Alma Moon. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It's different from Ding Dong Dell, huh?
Well, of course it flipping is. It's slap bang in the middle of the desert for a start.
Mmm. What's that delicious smell?
That's the babanas, innit? Babanas are what Alma Moon's famous for, see? You never eaten a fruit like it. Gorgeous they are. Tell you what, I'm starving. Fancy a babana split?
Really? They're that good, huh? Wow.
Too flipping right they are. This place was built on the babana trade. There's tasty for you.
Okay, let's try some.
Before we go Babana though, we should try and find these rats shining it. It's what we came here for after all. You're right, we should ask around and find out if anybody knows him. Excuse me, sir. Do you know where I can find the great sage Rashad? The great sage Rashad. It's a long time since he was called by that name. Yes, do you do better to ask after Rashad, seller of Babana. He sells Babanas? You mean he's not a sage anymore? But getting him to teach me about magic was a whole reason for that is worrying. Still, we're after Babana split anyway, so we might as well sort by and see what's working. I guess. Okay, let's go find Rashad. The young seller fabrics is the most exclusive. The girls of our level are not to be trifled. Duly unaltered. Your clothes are most unique, stranger. Are you not terribly hot? Alma Moon offers you its most humble of welcomes. Traversing the desert is most tiring. You must enjoy our hospitality a while before continuing on your journey. If my senses do not deceive me, you are a wizard. I am correct, no? Which means you must be here to see Rashad. So sorry, child. I fear Rashad is no matter. You are not of this realm, are you, child? Are you a traveler, perhaps? If you wish to sample our famed, most delicious babanas, you must follow this road to the end. Welcome, welcome. All of our produce is the very freshest. You are visitors to our city, are you not? Then I shall give you a most magnificent discount. Did you know that there is a most terrifying mountain of the fire to the west of here? Its name is Old Smoky. We children are not permitted to approach it for fear that we may melt. Have you come to try our delicious bananas first? If you haven't tried them, you must. They're truly wonderful. Customer, I don't mean to crow, but our wares are the finest in the land. Don't get caught short now. Grab some of your exclusive items before they fly out of the door. I feel most refreshed and invigorated. There is nothing more magnificent than a visit to the spa after a hard day of work. Collecting data in these arid climes can be a struggle, even for the most dedicated scientists. But I think you'll find it pays dividends. Almamon is a town rich with commerce and alive with the cries of merchants. I myself sell ice creams made from delicious creamy milk. My fine ices are known throughout this fair city. You must try one when you next visit. Why can't I try one now? What's that all those crap? It is a most ferociously hot again today. Oh, for a cold snack of some description. Welcome to Alabama! Enjoy your bananas and come back soon! I will be the most famous writer of the songs when I am older. You must come to all of my performances. Yes, if only I want to turn on lemons and freeze the milk of the fountains, I am sure it would be most delicious. Sure it would, lady. Welcome to the Palace of Pampurring, the cream of Cat's Cradle establishments. We pride ourselves on our practicality and pricing. Crossing the desert is the most terrible, tiring pursuit. I highly recommend a nice nap to recharge your energies. Your custom is always appreciated. We hope you enjoy a nice nap at the finest inn in all the Summerlands. Travelers weary from journeying across the desert sands know that the royal welcome always awaits them at the Palace of Pampurring. Look at that. Your wizard's companion got all filled up with the memories of folks who stayed up here before. Exciting. New pages. The more the merrier, eh? I trust you had another perfect night's sleep at the Cat's Cradle. Travel safely now. Okay, so let's see this page. Okay, so the northern part of the Summerlands enjoys a pleasantly mild climate all year round and is covered in lush vegetation as a result. No trip to the northern Summerlands is complete without a visit to the cat-ruled city of Ding Dong Dell, where encounters with feline friends can add a dash of color to any wizard's journey. That's accessible for 1, the Rolling Hill, which is here. Oh, so it does show me spots. The rolling hills spread southwards from the edge of the deep dark wood and are home to a rich variety of wildlife and several natural wonders. Travelers are advised to remain vigilant in this area, not only for monsters or attacks, but also for the troves of hidden treasure that are often found here. 2. The deep dark wood. The oldest and most beautiful forest in the Summerlands. All manner of wonders await those who venture inside, from fearsome guardians to talking trees. 3. Ding Dong Dell. Against a picturesque backdrop of crystal clear rivers and historic woodlands stand Ding Dong Dell, the largest settlement in the northern Summerlands. The city is famous for its Cat King, and for the harmony with which Grimalkin and humans coexist within its walls. 4. Golden Grove. Golden Grove is a famously fertile forest teeming with life. The waters of the miraculous fountain are used to be the source of its great vitality. The Spring One. Another world about which little is known. The world you see before you is not the only world in existence. There is at least one more, but since only wizards who have mastered the gateway spell are able to visit it, not many people who have ever been there. Some lucky individuals have somehow managed to visit without performing magic, however, and then even return to tell the tale. All these people talk of the strange things they've seen, the clothes in particular. One person even brought back a pair of spectacles that were pitch black. No one has yet ascertained what purpose they are supposed to serve. Others claim to have witnessed young men applying a strange gelatinous substance to their hair, making their heads look somewhat similar to the posterior of a creature of the aves genus. A few apparently use the same substance to make their hair stand on end, as though they had been struck by a bolt of lightning. These stylings would appear to serve no practical purpose, though many visitors observed that coiffured men enjoyed more attention from their female counterparts. Some have also reported seeing people who look exactly like themselves. About 20 years ago, the governor of Castaway Cove wrote in his travel journal that he'd seen an enormous snake in the other world puffing clouds of smoke and running along a strange metal path. Still more disconcerting was the fact that the snake seemed to have swallowed a belly full of people, one of whom looked exactly like the governor. The governor naturally assumed he was hallucinating and concluded that he must be ill, though he was in fact entirely healthy and is still going strong to this day. What's this story? The southern part of the Summerlands is dominated by a large sandy desert, at the center of which lies the grand and mysterious city-state of Al-Mamun. With the fishing village of Castaway Cove to the south and the Jabba al-Duncan volcano nicknamed Old Smoky by locals to the west, this area has something to pique the interest in travel. 1. The Temple of Trials. This glorious temple was created by the ancient sages as a place for wizards to develop their skills. Only those who pass the rigorous test held within can realistically aspire to one day becoming sages. 2. Al-Mamun. A desert oasis ruled by a bovine queen, famous for its flavorsome babanas and milk fountains. The city invites visitors to sate their hunger and slake their thirst. 3. Shipwreck Shore. Known as the ship's graveyard, the treacherous sea around the shipwreck shore is littered with broken hulls and snapped masts. Most of the wrecked vessels here are slowly sinking into the seabed, their names long since forgotten. 4. The Vault of Tears. The ruins of a formerly prosperous city, its labyrinthine stone passageways are still a sight to behold. Castaway Cove 5, an adorable fishing village known as the Jewel of the Southern Seas. Castaway Cove is famous for being the birthplace of the flying boat, a truly unique fishing vessel. 6. Jabba al-Donkon, Old Smoky, a mighty volcano constantly bubbling with red-hot lava and utterly devoid of plant life. At certain points in history, Old Smoky has been prevented from erupting via the magical placement of a vast boulder in its crater. Oh my, it's just too hot for me here. What's that? A Mamoni like me should be used to the heat by now. I'm no Mamoni. I'm from dear old Ding Dong Dao. People of the world, come spice up your lives. Okay, Spice Girl. Welcome to Swift Solutions, where those in need come to watch their worries fly away. The weather may be hot, but not everyone is relaxing in the sunshine. There are still problems out there that need solving. Pair traveling merchants have been seen having an intense discussion in Alma Moon. Talk to the merchants and ask them what's wrong. Young woman in Alma Moon seems very worried indeed about something her husband has forgotten. Go and see what's troubling the woman. An elderly merchant near the milk fountains in Alma Moon appears to be worrying about something. Go and listen to what the merchant has to say. It seems that Old Smoky has grown yet more dangerous of late. Afraid that nothing terrible is about to befall us. Do you like what you see? It is of the highest quality, of course, fresh from the southern part of Castaway Cove. Who's that? Oh, hello. Who can I help you today? We have a whole range of goods and offer from Alma Moon's famous Babanas and seasons. I don't know to make your head spin right there. shit, god damn it. There we go. Whatever's the matter with you? Oh, it's no good. I just can't be bothered. Leave me alone. What's happened to you? You were full of beans when we set off from Ding Dong Dell. Is everything okay? Well, we're juggling merchants, you see. But since we arrived in Alma Moon, my husband has completely lost his will to sell. And after we went to all the trouble of leaving Ding Dong Dell to travel the world and earn enough money to open our dream shop. Who cares about this stupid shop? Selling things is such a lot of effort. Let's not bother anymore. Well, this doesn't look too good, does it? I reckon our friend here must be feeling a bit under the weather. I can see you're going to be no use. We just have to work for the two of us in one eye. That, or we could mend his broken heart. Our hubby-sized helping of enthusiasm should do it. Yes, we have to cure him. We can't just leave people who need our help. In it, though. Let's get a wriggle on it and find us some enthusiasm then, shall we? Welcome, welcome, welcome! My, what a beautiful cape! I was in season to look for the Momoni man about town, you know? Why not update your outfit with some of our top quality fabrics and prices is to every purse? By now, I regret it forever. Neato, look at that, it's beautiful, new cape. Oi, Ollie boy, we're not here on a flippin' shopping trip. What do you think we are, made of money? Oh, a very stylish little fellow you are too. I have something that would suit you down to the ground. Let's see now. Yes, perfect. You reckon? Yeah, I see what you mean. I don't know what business that. Mr. Trippy. Sorry, Ollie boy, I got a bit carried away, and you've got to hand the girl itself. Roll up, fine fabrics to put a smile on your face and spring in your step. Look, the locket is clean. And I reckon I know why. This young lady's got more enthusiasm than a school full of 6-year-olds. Excuse me, ma'am. I have something to ask you. What is it, young man? Are you interested in some of our fine fabrics? I can offer you excellent prices. No, it's not that. I was wondering if you maybe would let us borrow a little of your enthusiasm. Oh, don't you just say the funniest things. My enthusiasm and my smile always come for free. Take as much as you like. That sure is kind of you, man, but we only need a little. Hang about, Ollie boy. You've already got some of that in your locker, ain't it? You can't hog it all to yourself. Go and share the bit you've got now with someone in need. I just tried that. Oh, that's right. Where am I? What am I doing? Oh, that's it. We need to make enough money to open our dream shop. Let's get to work. Darling, you're back to your old self. Thank goodness. Sorry, my darling. Did I worry you? I'm so sorry. I better now. Let's get to work, shall we? Thank you so much for everything, man. You deserve an extra special free gift. Who are you? Oh, this wouldn't ever do. It's bad for business. Very bad. What's the matter, ma'am? The desert is filled with marauding boneheads. The traveling merchants who bring us fresh goods are being attacked. I fear that soon our lines of supply will be severed entirely. If only there was someone who could rid us of those skeletal scoundrels. Seems like that is in proper pickle. Oh, early boy. Shall we offer a helping hand? I'll help you, ma'am. I'll beat those boneheads for you. Come now, Jog. We are not in so much trouble that we need to send the likes of you to your doom. Nah, man, you don't understand. He's got me, Drippy, High Lord of the Fairies, looking after him. He'll be in right as rain. And what exactly will you do, little man? Gnaw upon their shin bones until they hop away? What? You... The flipping shake of it! Flipping shin bones indeed. Ollie boy, our pride is in the line here. We need to batter those bony beggars good and proper. Sure, let's do it, Mr. Drippy. Very well. Defeat 10 boneheads. That will be enough to allow our suppliers to reach us. Oh, it's a tragedy. How will my poor darling dear ever survive? Something the matter, love. My soul, my one, my only dearest husband has traveled to Golden Grove in search of a delicious mushroom, but he has forgotten to take his lunch. Knickers, that is disastrous. Yeah, I guess it's kind of bad, huh? He must be real hungry by now. He must, oh, he must. And the wild beasts of the forest prevent me from delivering it to him myself. Oh, whatever shall I do? Golden Grove, huh? That's the forest we came through, the one with all the giant mushrooms. That's it, Ollie boy. Tell us how forward the fabulous flora and fauna. It's probably a good place to go in search for a crop. Ah, so you are familiar with Golden Grove, then I must make a most urgent request of you. It is great inconvenience, I'm sure, but this is an emergency. Please, you must deliver my dear darling husband's lunch to him. You want us to take to Golden Grove? Sure, it's us. You will aid me in an hour to meet my little hero here. It's a lunch I prepared for my best beloved with all the devotion of a faithful wife. You must not be tempted to try it, no matter how delicious it may smell. It is a meal for lovers only. Nice to see you again. Did you have fun crossing the desert? Fun? It was flippin' boiling, man. Boiling for you, maybe. Squeak. I'm a ghost. I just don't feel the heat, so there. What are you doing here, Horace? I'm looking at these fountains. They're amazing. They squirt out milk. All the milk a boy could drink. They're what Albamoon is famous for. But the spicy smell coming from that food stall is mixing with the smell of the milk. Strange. Huh, you think so? I kinda like it. Hey, there's still loads of spells you don't know yet, aren't there, Oliver? Well, I'm trying. It's just that my wizard's companion is kinda... most of the pages are missing. I had to give you the page for Spirit Medium, didn't I? Uh-huh. When Mr. Drippy first gave it to me, the only spell inside was Gateway. Really? So the pages have been torn out. I bet it was that idiot Shadar. Alright, I suppose I better help you fill it back up again, hadn't I? Tidy, that is generous. Maybe I was wrong about you being a stingy little midget after all. Well, I'm not just going to handle it if you That's what Oliver will have to prove his wizarding comprehension skills first. The wizard's companion isn't just full of spells. There are also stories in there that were gathered by the sages over the centuries. But those have probably been torn out too. Stories are pretty powerful after all. They might inspire people to stand up to them. Wait, I'm going to give you one to get started. Have a read. It's one of my favorites. It's the first one. Read the story again. I hope you read it carefully because I got questions for you. Ready? No. So let's go ahead and read it. The first tale, The Cowardly Prince and the Lion. In a certain country there lived a prince named Tamalo, who was sharp of mind but weak of spirit. His father was a brave king, strong, wise, and loved by his subjects. But the noble example he set served only to weaken Tamala's spirit. On one occasion, his father told him thus, "Soon, my boy, it shall be time for me to retire, upon which thou shalt become king." While the announcement delighted the prince, it filled him also with a terrible dread, for he did not have the spirit required to ascend the throne. In his vexation, he wandered from the castle, lost in thought, whereupon he encountered a fearsome-looking lion. The prince tried to flee, but the lion caught him easily in his paw, lifted him to his gaping mouth, and swallowed him whole. At first, the prince thought he was doomed, but at length he began to reconsider his position. "At least I no longer have to become king," thought the prince. After taking a deep breath, he said to the lion, "Mighty lion, I am the prince of this country, and the day after tomorrow I was due to become its king. Since thou hast now swallowed me, however, thou must needs become king instead." "King, eh?" replied the lion. "I shan't complain about that." Thereupon the prince led the lion back to the palace. The courtiers were shocked to see the lion enter the palace, but the prince pleaded with them from inside his stomach, and the lion was accepted as king. The lion proved to have quite an aptitude for royal duties. Whensoever there was a dispute in his kingdom, the lion would simply growl the quarrels. "Stop complaining, or I shall eat you alive." Whensoever a bridge was swept away by a flood, the lion would simply use his paws to rip down a tree and lay it across the river. Regarding taxation and legal matters, the lion was utterly ignorant. But whensoever such a problem arose, Prince Tamala would speak to him from inside his stomach and provide him with a sound solution. 2 dragons. After some time, news reached the king that 2 dragons were ravaging the eastern and western edges of his kingdom. The people were terrified and looked to their king to deliver them from this terrible evil, upon which the king announced that he should go and smite the dragons himself. But even the fearsome lion stood no chance of defeating 2 such terrible dragons. My dear stomach, buddy," said the man. "What in the wide world should I do now?" Prince Tamala considered the lion's question, and at length provided him with a suitable scheme. The lion headed east to the part of his kingdom that was being ravaged by the larger dragon, and roared in its ugly face. "Dragon, I shall soon slay thee. I fear thee not, for no matter how large thou art, thou shalt never devour me." "Ho, ho!" scoffed the dragon. "We shall see about that." Upon which he ate the lion whole. From inside the dragon's stomach the lion said, "Dragon, thou art now the king of this land. It is therefore thy royal duty to defeat the dragon ravaging the western part of thy kingdom." At first the dragon paid him no heed, but when the dragon witnessed the humans around him bowing down in deference, as Prince Tamala had requested them to do beforehand, he decided to do his royal duty, whereupon he went to the western mountains and slew the other dragon. Once the other dragon had been slain, the lion commenced scratching the inside of the dragon's stomach. "Ow! It hurts! It hurts!" cried the dragon, rolling on the floor in agony. "Have mercy, I beseech thee." To which the lion said, "If thou wouldn't not feel this pain, thou must promise never again to hurt thy people of this kingdom." "Ow! Very well, I promise," cried the dragon in reply. But the dragon was a cunning beast, and Prince Tamalu knew that he would break his promise the moment the lion was out of his stomach. He therefore had the lion take out the babbling berry that he told him to bring with him and place it inside the dragon. This berry was known to make noises that sounded like someone muttering to himself. With that babbling berry in his stomach, the dragon shouldn't notice when the lion escapes, thought Prince Tamala. Later that night, when the dragon was sleeping, the lion crept out of his gaping mouth and set off back to the palace. The dragon left the king and his subjects alone forevermore. A new king. The kingdom had been at peace for 10 years when the lion said to Prince Tamalo, "Stomach dweller, it is time thou camest hence from India. I would have thee take my place on the throne." Prince Tamalo was shocked and replied in a quivering tone, "I fear that I do not have the spirit to become king." "But thy judgments over the past 10 years have invariably been wise," said the lion. "This is as may be, but I am a coward," replied Prince Tamalo. "It was only because I was protected by a great strong lion. It was only because I was protected by a great strong lion that I could act so decisively." Yet the lion paid no heed. With an almighty sneeze, he ejected Prince Tamalo from his stomach. It had been 10 years since Prince Tamalo had seen the wide world outside, and he could not believe his eyes. The lion's mane was full white, and his face was covered in wrinkles. Shut up inside the lion's stomach, Prince Tamalo had been quite unaware of any of this. "As thou canst see with thine own eyes," said the lion, "I have grown old. 10 years hast thou resided in my stomach, and yet not once did thou scratch me or cause me any pain, as I myself did that to that dragon. Though thou couldst have done at any time. The courtiers and subjects of this kingdom did not accept me because I am strong. They accepted me because I have given them my all, by which I mean, thou hast given them thine. Thou art the true king of this country. Thou lackest not the spirit, I assure thee." In like manner, everyone at the palace beseeched Prince Tamalo to become their king. "Prince Tamalo, everyone is humbly grateful for everything thou hast done. Our country needed just such a king as thee." Upon hearing these words, Prince Tamalo felt his courage swell up within him, as King Tamalo gave still more of himself to his country, and despite the fact that the lion had retired, he continued to live alongside the king in the palace. Though many countries are ruled by animals these days, in ancient times all kings were human. Indeed, the magnificent lion about whom you have just read was the first ever animal to be acknowledged as a king, and the world has never been the same since. Okay, here goes. There are 5 key characters in the story. Can you remember them all? Tell me who is the third smallest character? The lion. Dragon of the West is what I thought. Correct. Very impressive. Your wizardly comprehension was almost as good as mine. Oh, I said I'd help you kill your wizard's companion. I kept in right here. Thanks, Horace. I suppose it was a bit mean giving you a question like that, but you worked it out eventually. And that's what being a wizard is all about. Learning to look carefully at every detail and understand Yeah. Shut up with the wise old man talk, will ya? You're not giving all of it all, will ya? I am not? No, I don't suppose I am. Everything seems to be. What's that sort of thing? It's strange. I feel like I'm forgetting something really, really important. Never mind. I can't believe it. It's just a place so strange. I'm going to see if I can find somewhere else on this different stage. I think I'll head somewhere with a bracing sea breeze next. It might not be easy to feel the wind on my face, but I can still enjoy the view. See you soon.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Rashad?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Rashad, sir, I need you to teach me magic. I need you to teach me the most powerful spells there are, so I can defeat Shadar.
Defeat Shadar? You?
Yes, sir.
Your journey has been wasted. I no longer practice the magic arts.
Huh? But why not? I thought you were one of the 4 great sages who knows everything there is to know about magic.
It matters not what I was. I use magic no more.
Is she... What do you want? Who are you? Jeepers.
The poor thing's broken-hearted, looks like.
Shadar stole a piece of her heart. It was my fault. I defied him, and to punish me, he did this. That is why I fight no longer. I cannot risk my child's life. I will not. We must accept our fate and live out our days in peace.
Mr. Rashad, sir, you're wrong. She wouldn't want this. She's not in pain because a piece of her heart was stolen. It's because you gave up fighting. Because you gave up on everything. That's why she's in pain.
You are sure of this?
Yes, I am.
I see. I see now that you would say anything to enlist my aid.
Huh?
Begone! Leave us in peace.
You're making a mistake. I wasn't trying to...
Well, he wasn't wrong. It looks like Shadar's stolen a part of the poor dab's heart.
Then we have to help her. We have to make her heart whole again.
Nah, looks like, I said. This is different.
Huh?
Her heart's not just broken, it's closed.
Closed? What does that mean?
It's like this, see? She's not just had a part of her heart stolen, she's closed it up tight too, to keep the rest safe, like. So, before we can think about replacing what's missing, we'll have to open it back up again, innit?
And how do we do that?
We go to your world. If we find whoever she's connected to by there, we can work out what's going on with her by here. So, we head over your way and find her soulmate.
All right, let's do it.
Starry Mary.
Righto, back to your world it is.
So, where to start the search, eh? You remember how this works, eh, little boy? It's all about spelling the similarities. Somewhere around by here, someone who's similar to young Esther in some way. Now, what girls do you know? Girls? I don't really talk to girls. I mainly talk to Phil. Crikey, well, that's not good, is it? How are we going to do this, son? I'm sure there's somebody she reminds me of. Can't quite put your finger on it, is it? Never mind. If brain work won't work, leg work will. Let's go for a stroll round town and see if we can spot Esther's soulmate that way, shall we? Okay, Mr. Drippy, let's go find that girl. I mean, Starry Mary is who I'm thinking it is. I think that's who it is, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, I just thought... What's up, man? You have a nice time thinking about girls, is it? No, when I used to come here to Phil's garage, there was a girl. She was always looking at us from her window. From her window, eh? Sounds like a proper shrinking honor. I guess so. That's the window up there. Oh, that's her, Mr. Drippy. Tippin' that lolly boy. Why didn't you think of her straight away? She's the spitting image of a man. Huh? Of who? Who do you flippin' think, you blockhead? The great sage's daughter, innit? The one who's obviously her flippin' soulmate. Is it that obvious? I never noticed. You sure have good eyes, Mr. Drippy. She was only in the window for a second. Never underestimate the razor-sharp eyes of a fairy, my boy. Spot a speck of dust on the head of a pin, I could. Anyway, it's her, no mistake. Let's go and barge our way into her bedroom. Okay. What are you looking at, kid? Haven't you seen a gasoline stand before? What do you mean 20 cents a gallon is expensive? Oh, a gasoline stand. No way. It's no good. There's no answer. Is something the matter, dear? There's nobody home, you know. I need to speak to the girl who lives here. You're a friend of Myrtle's? Oh, you poor dear. You must be awfully worried about her. Huh? Oh my, you haven't heard. Well, just between you and I, things haven't been going so well for Myrtle's family lately. How come? Her father works every hour of every single day. Nothing but work, work, work. He's never at home anymore. Such a shame. Rusty was always such a devoted father, but something has happened to him. He's changed. I hear him shouting at them through the walls. I don't know how poor Betty copes, let alone young Myrtle. Such a shame. Betty is... That's right, dear. She's Rusty's wife, and she's every bit as devoted to him as she always was. Why, only this morning I heard her promising to bring his lunch to him down at the garage. All the love she pours into those sandwiches. It's enough to break your heart. Why, I'm welling up just thinking about it. Such a kind soul. Poor, poor Betty. I have half a mind to tell that Rusty Cartwright just how lucky he is. Jeepers. Oh, just listen to me gossiping on and on. Do ignore me, dear. I'm just a silly old woman. Say hello to Myrtle for me, won't you? Crikey. Sounds like things are none too rosy in the Cartwright household, eh? Mr. Drippy, we can't leave her like that. We have to help her. We have to help Myrtle. That's easier said than done, Ollie boy. She's not coming out for a chat, and we're not getting in unless we go magicking the door open. You're right. We should use magic to open the door. I'm the only one who knows how. I'm the only one who can go in there and speak to her. You sure you want to be doing this, man? When Mom died, if you hadn't taken me over to your world when I thought I was all alone, if you hadn't helped me, I'd still be all alone right now. That's why we have to help Myrtle. If we don't, she'll be left staring out her window forever, all alone. The justification enough for a bit of breaking and entering in my book. Let's get in there. Okay, Mr. Drippy. Girl.
And I want to get on her. And I'm like, gee, the hell kind of